Something a little bit different today. I'm going to be reviewing this carbon wheel set from Xiamen in China. It's the Elite Pro 36 wheel set, and I've been riding this for about 6 months now on this hardtail and also on my Santa Cruz high tower, which I do the sort of gnarlier bike park stuff on. Last year Elite actually sent me their flagship road wheel set to review, which was the Elite Drive 40, and that had carbon spokes, proprietary hubs, proprietary rims. And whilst I was really impressed by the kind of bling factor and the lightweight and the stiffness was pretty good as well, and the aerodynamics were very good, I thought there was a few things they kind of rushed to market a little bit. One of them was the spoke tensions weren't great, the spoke tension balance wasn't great, and I think the front hub lacked quite a lot of preload, so it lacked a little bit of stiffness and was a little bit noisy under braking. Anyway, so how do these stack up? So this is kind of not their flagship mountain bike wheel set, because they also make monocoque mountain bike wheel sets, and there's a kind of gnarlier, heavier duty version of this, which I'll be getting my hands on soon, with any luck. But how do these stack up in terms of just durability? Because to be honest, I've probably ridden this bike the most over the winter and absolutely hammered it, and I've not really changed these wheels out, not retensioned them, not retrued them. How they're getting on. One good thing about getting free product to review, I didn't pay for these, they sent me them for a free review, and I said let's give it a go. And one good thing about that is because I've not invested in these, I can absolutely hammer them. I think if I did invest in carbon rims for my own mountain bike and I ride in really rocky terrain, which I do, I think I may be subconsciously protecting my investment, because I didn't pay for these, I've absolutely hammered them. So how do they stack up? Well, you can see you're always going to get these scuffs and dings on the rim. Now, what has that done to the structure? I don't know, I haven't had it ultrasounded, but I haven't had any problems with them. They're still in true, at least, and all the spoke tensions are still good. So, yeah, mate. Build quality wise, I've tested them reasonably harshly. I'd say most of the riding has been XC based. I've done a lot of kind of all mountain riding as well, some really, really rocky descents, as I'll drop some clips in here. And they've been absolutely fine, they're still in true. I think with a carbon rim, it's inherently much stiffer than an aluminium rim, so it's less likely to go out of trueness itself. The proprietary hubs have been bomb-proof, to be honest. The internals of the rear hub, I'll drop in some clips here, are very, very similar to some DT Swiss star ratchet systems, because the DT Swiss, as far as I know, the DT Swiss star ratchet patent has now expired, so that's kind of fair game for anyone who wants to use it. And the reliability of these has been really good. I've not had them skip. The free hub still feels really smooth. There's no graunchiness to the bearings, and like I said, I've washed this bike in the stream quite a lot over winter. It's been my workhorse, my testing workhorse, and I haven't really looked after it, and that is a really good test of the wheels. The spokes are Sapim CX Rays, my favourite spoke, as you know, you can't go wrong with them. They're pretty soft, they're very thin section, they're pretty stretchy, and they make quite a soft wheel, so quite forgiving for a hardtail, which is really good. I wouldn't want anything kind of beefier on here, and beefier, stiffer spokes with a thicker section are more likely to go out of tension as well. So a really kind of stretchy spoke is going to stay in its kind of nominal tension even longer when you give it a forced deflection input. So I'll drop the price and the weight on the screen here, and it's worth mentioning that there is now a heavier duty wheel set that I'll be getting my hands on soon with any luck, and yeah, I just think these are really good.
Concentration. Yes, he done it, he done it. He done it.
So who do I think this wheel set's really for? Because it is so lightweight. There is a gnarlier version out there, like I said. Well, if you're building a kind of extreme gravel bike or an XC bike, or dare I say it, down country bike, I think these are perfect. If you're going to go for the sort of gnarlier bike park stuff and more trail and enduro, probably would step up to the heavier rim, which is going to survive a little bit better. Although I've had no problems with these, and you've seen the kind of stuff I've been riding it down. So yeah, I think it's a really good product. I'll leave a discount code down below. You know I don't put discount codes out for shit I haven't tested, so if I've tested it, I think it's pretty good, and I'll only give a discount code if I think it's worth it. The tubeless wires, like I said, they come with everything ready to go. Valves, rim tape, they come rim taped already. No issues leaking through the spoke holes, no issues leaking through the rim tape. It's all really, really well done from factory, much better than I could do it myself. And I believe they are only available in 6-bolt at the moment. I'll have to check that, but I believe they're only available in 6-bolt, which is pretty normal for a mountain bike. And I do actually have a microspline and a XD driver for these hubs, and you can use either. I think if you ask them nicely, they may send you both, or you might have to pay for that extra. Now, you might be thinking, what the hell is this group set? It's a bit of a mongrel. So this was a full GX, but it's slowly migrated to Shimano, mainly because I'm doing power meter testing at the moment, and I wanted the power meter in there, and that's a Power 2 Max on an XT crank. So therefore, I went for the Dior cheapo Dior BB, a new chain. I actually got the BB and chain for 40 quid all in. Got a Dior cassette, which is just the best cassette going because it's got no aluminium big cogs, which always are the ones to wear out first. So it's got steel cogs all throughout. Unsprung weight doesn't matter on this, it's a hardtail, so the weight's not really that much of a factor. But I'm still running the GX mech. The GX mech will work with the Shimano chain and cassette absolutely fine. And yeah, obviously matching the Shimano chain and cassette is the most important thing. But yeah, nothing wrong with the GX mech, works perfectly. Probably switch over to Shimano when it dies just to get a matching group set. But like I said, you can run SRAM cassette on an XD or a microspline. Just specify that when you order these. So yeah, can't really say much more than that, apart from I do really rate these for carbon rims. A lot of my mates have ridden carbon rims and I kind of eschewed it because I thought, oh, it's too fragile for bike park stuff, it's too fragile for rocky stuff. But you know, if you're moderately sensible, I think the weight saving, like I said, I mentioned the weight, I put it down here on the screen again, is really, really worth it, especially if you've got a full suspension bike and you're thinking about unsprung weight. Cheers, and I'll see you in the next one.